How's everyone doing? This is going to be a Blu-ray Steelbook update. And first of all, my hair looks kind of funky because I just dunked my head in water because apparently I moved to Africa. It is like the Serengeti out here. It is so freaking hot. It's late in the evening. It's still in the 90s. I'm expecting to look out my window and see two lions humping each other like National Geographic out there. Holy moly, I hate the summer heat and humidity. It is not for me. I want to move somewhere where it's like fall weather all the time. But yeah, there we go. Let's get into the movies. Right here is the stack of Blu-ray Steelbooks, and as always, if you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think of them as well. First up, I actually had this one already. I'm not sure if I ever showed it. It's the German Steelbook for Cloverfield, nice matte finish, and I recently went to a stand-up comedy show. If you know me, I love going to stand-up comedy shows, and TJ Miller was doing a one-night show there at my local comedy club, and he was the lead guy in Cloverfield playing the character of HUD, which, what kind of name is HUD anyways? Oh, my neighbors are home. Awesome. This isn't awkward. But yeah, so that was the craziest stand-up show I think I've ever seen in my life. First of all, I don't know if he was crazy high on drugs or what, but he also had he also had 5 Scotch and Red Bulls while on stage, and I've seen a lot of crazy stand-up, but never that crazy before. He finished one of the Scotch and Red Bulls, and he threw the ice in his face and then smashed the glass on stage, and I'm right there in front of the stage. I'm like the first row right there directly. I could touch the stage with my finger, so the glass shattered everywhere. I think everybody was kind of shocked, and then he took one of the big shards of the glass and like kind of, you know, waved it off and then put it in his next drink because he had another drink and started drinking out of it with the glass pieces in there. I'm like, that's crazy. And meanwhile, while he's going back and forth on the stage, he's like stepping on the broken glass. I'm like, this is kind of like a hazard. I think everybody at the comedy club that worked there too didn't expect it, because after the show, one of the guys that works there seemed like he was kind of down and out because apparently TJ Miller wasn't going to meet anybody too. He's like, yeah, he's not meeting anybody. He specifically said that he didn't want to see anybody after the show. He's real crazy, man. And I'm like, because the guy seemed like so down in the mouth about it. But anyways, when TJ Miller got off the stage, you know, he had all those 5 Scotch and Red Bulls, which is gonna amp you up. So he ended up staying like an extra hour, or actually, sorry, hour and a half. It was an hour and a half total, like an extra half an hour for his set. So it went over time. When he was coming off stage, he like went to look like he was gonna hug me while I was sitting down. I'm like, okay. And then he just like kind of dragged his arm on my head. I'm like, it's super weird, but I think might have done some other skiing, if you catch my drift. And then all the Scotch and Red Bulls. And then we waited afterwards, me and my one friend, you know, just to see anyways. You know, and the green room reeked of weed. Holy moly, it was like Colorado up in that piece. So it was a little bit of everything in there. And then one of the opening acts, when he got out, he went to use the bathroom. I actually asked him when he was coming back in, hey, do you think TJ Miller could sign this for me? Because I brought this there specifically for him to sign it, and he's like, sure, I'll ask. And then like 10 minutes go by, my one friend's like all pissed off, and I'm like, calm down, it's not that big of a deal. I thought maybe he would at least come back out and say, you know, he's not gonna come out, but we just decided to wait for like, you know, a few minutes, and then we were getting ready to leave, and then TJ Miller comes out, and I was with a date too, and so he ends up taking a picture with us 3, and he signs this for me too. He's real nice, and it was kind of funny considering the guy that worked there said no, he's not going to come out. He specifically didn't want to see anybody, and he didn't meet anybody else after the show. I think 2 other girls caught him right when we were done. So besides that, nobody else saw him. I got a picture with him, and he signed this up for me right there in the silver Sharpie. I don't know if you can catch the angle on that right there. And he put his name HUD there as well. Again, this is shot POV style, so he's the guy behind the camera that you hear the whole time. He's actually, you only see him in the movie like for a few scenes, including a memorable scene towards the end. But very cool to get this signed up right there. And that's one of those movies that grew on me. When I first saw it, I was like, it's kind of like a Godzilla ripoff movie. But then it definitely grew on me, and I appreciate it for what it was, and I actually dig it now. So I was very happy for that one. Next up is X-Men Days of Future Past, the Road Cut. This is a Zavvi exclusive, sold out. I paid a pretty penny for this one, but I really wanted to see the Rogue cut. I haven't seen it yet. I loved Days of Future Past, so I'm really looking forward to this cut. Apparently a lot of footage was cut with Rogue in it, which is why it's the Rogue cut. So I'm looking forward to checking this version out. I've heard a lot of positivity about it. I've heard a lot of people say they prefer this version, so looking forward to that. I might do a full unboxing for this one. It's a nice blue steelbook right here. You don't really see too many like dark navy blue steelbooks. I like seeing different colored ones. You get red and white ones. Those are kind of rare as well. Yellow too. It's usually like a silver or black, a lot of ones like that. But liking the look to this cover a lot, and can't wait to check this movie out. And it's region free, so souped on that. Next up is another Zavvi exclusive that I kind of paid a pretty penny for, but I love this movie, and I love this way more than the Mondo version of Ex Machina right here. This steelbook is sweet. This is probably my favorite looking steelbook of the year so far, and I love the movie. It's probably my favorite movie of 2014 thus far. I really like Maggie a lot too. That's probably coming to number 2 for me. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved the Zomdrom, and I thought Arnold was great in there, and I just love, it was just beautifully shot as well. But this one right here, I'm big into sci-fi. My only gripe, slight criticism, because I'm uber picky, is the ending kind of gave you a little bit too much. Sometimes less is more, but I still really enjoy the heck out of it. Incredibly creepy and atmospheric, and for a little bit it was, you know, kept you wondering about certain things, but then they kind of over-explain it a little bit. Sometimes again, less is more, but I still love the heck out of it. I love sci-fi a lot as well, and I just thought this was incredibly shot. I love all the actors, especially the actress in here was phenomenal. And again, this steelbook is super sweet, and it's a Zavvi exclusive, sold out, and again, I love the design. I'm probably going to do an unboxing for it, and it's a nice white steelbook. And I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway for 3 DVD copies of Ex Machina. I know it's not Blu-ray, but if you still want it, let me know. I'll be doing that soon. I have a bunch of giveaways coming up. Next is one I haven't seen, and I didn't. This is the Purge Anarchy. I got this from Zavvi. It was still in stock, and I got it for a good deal. It was actually on sale. I think with the shipping, it was like 18 bucks, I think. So souped on that. I actually hated the first one. I hate the concept, but I heard so many people say this one was way better than the first one, so I'm hoping that's the case. I figure for the price, I'll give it a shot, especially considering that's with shipping from the UK. If you get it from Zavvi, shipping is usually like, I think $1.50, so I can't really complain there. And this is a blind buy for me. I do like the design for the steelbook as well, with the American flag and the guns and knives and stuff like that on there. So pretty cool. Let me know if you've seen this one especially, because I think it's the only one out of here that I haven't seen. Oh, well, I've seen Days of Future Past, but not the Rogue cut. Next up is one I've been looking for a long time, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. This is Guy Pearce's best, in my opinion, or sorry, Guy Ritchie's best, in my opinion. Guy Pearce is super underrated as an actor, though. I'm just going to throw that out there. But this is the US version of it. I know there's like the Canadian version you can get, but for whatever reason, the US version is like super hard to find. So very souped for this one. I like the simplistic design for the steelbook right there. This is, and Snatch as well. Snatch and this are very similar, but I love Snatch as well. And this is when Jason Statham, for me, was at the top of his game. Once he came over to America and did all the American movies, I'm not a huge fan. That's so over the top. The Crank movies and Transporter movies, just too much for me. It's too ridiculous. I do like the expendable ones. Those ones are just cheesy action entertainment. Not even that cheesy. They're pure action entertainment. But for me, this is what I will always love Jason Statham for, and everybody in this cast is incredible as well. I love the heck out of this film. And last but not least is the Target exclusive Metalpak for Super 8. I love these embossed designs. They're raised up as well. I might do like unboxings for all of these because they're all really nice looking additions and great films as well. And this one to me reminds me so much of classic 80s Spielberg for me. This is directed by J.J. Abrams right here. I thought the cast did really well, especially the young actors in here as well. There's a few other recognizable faces. Kyle Chandler, I believe, he's from Friday Night Lights and a bunch of other stuff too. He's in here, and overall I thought this had great action, adventure. I like the Super 8 camera that they were doing as well, and the alien and everything like that. Again, I love sci-fi. It's my second favorite genre after horror. And this was actually really inexpensive as well, so I'm souped on that. And again, I love the design for this. I always thought the regular Blu-ray was kind of basic, the look to the design for it, the packaging. So very souped to get this. So there you go. Those are my 6 Blu-ray Steelbook pickups right there. And as always, if you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think of them as well. Especially the only one I haven't seen was the Purge Anarchy one, so let me know about that. Again, I was kind of iffy on it, but for the price, I figured why the heck not, and I do like the design. So I'm hoping I'll enjoy it, because the first one for me was kind of a stinker, but the concept kind of annoys me. But besides that, maybe it'll be good suspense. The trailers did kind of pique my interest a little bit. I like some of the actors in this one as well. And yeah, that's, again, TJ Miller. If you have the chance to see him, do it, because that was an intense, crazy comedy show. He was hilarious, by the way, and he was picking on a lot of people in the audience as well. This is like, that was an experience to me. Like I've seen so many stand-up comedy shows, but this one is one that I will remember for a long time. It was so crazy, and he was hilarious and nuts, and just definitely an experience right there. And happy that I was finally got the chance to actually meet him, because I didn't think I was going to. And he signed my Blu-ray Steelbook right there too, so pretty cool. And there you go. Those are my pickups right there, and I hope everybody's doing well and staying cool out here. I'm sweating in the Serengeti. All right, hope everybody's doing well. I'm waiting for fall weather. I can't wait. Love it. It's too hot for me right now. And the next like week are all like the mid 90s, low 90s. I can't take it. It's too much for me. Give me nice 70s. You know, I'm cool with that. All right, take care. I've rambled enough.